What's going on, YouTube? It's James with Shyhammer Fantasy Battle Reports, and I got round 2 of Adepticon singles tournament. Round 1, I went against Alex and his Beast Herds army, and I ended up getting a decent sized win. It wasn't huge, but it was a decent sized win. Just basically Dread and the A-Rock ate his Minotaur block, and that basically won me the game. Now, round 2, I'm going against, I look at the list and it's Adam Hilton, and I'm like, no, I just fought Adam Hilton the day before at the big brawl and it was a tie. I'm not looking forward to fighting this guy again. And I go up to Joe and I'm like, Joe, I just fought Adam yesterday. And he's like, so you didn't fight him today? And I was like, damn it, I was just trying to get out of fighting him twice. Anyways, so I'm like, alright, go up to the table. Adam, sorry man, can't help it, they just paired us together. And he's like, ah man, this sucks. So I think we were both in the same boat. We're just like, that was a bloody game, we got nowhere, so here goes another bloody game, and here it comes, guys. Alright, over here for my 2400 point list, I have a unit of Goblin Wolf Riders in the front. 5 of them. They do have right now Baron Longshot chilling with them. Baron Longshot is a Force Goblin on a Spider with the Skull Splitter Shotgun. 4 shots, always hits on 4s. Behind them, I have a unit of 12 what I call toothed crossborks. The crossborks are crossbow orcs with crossbows and heavy armor. On the right, you can make them out barely. That is Goblin Joe. Goblin Joe is a level 2 Lore of Shadow. And then I have a unit of Squigs behind them. The Squigs are 28 Nashers. Yeah, 28 Nashers. They're pretty nasty, actually. Behind them, you can see in this picture here, I have a unit of 26-ish. Feral Orc Ed Bashers. They do have the BSB with them. BSB is Boss Doom, though Herald of Gork, Boss Doom. And then behind them I have, of course, War Boss Dread, Iron Tooth, and the A-Rock. Over on this side, I have on the left in the cave, that is King Koopa. King Koopa is exactly what he sounds like, the king. He is a Goblin Lord on a Huntsman Spider, and then next to that that's the Dragon Rammer. Dragon Rammer's not in the game today though, but I have 2 Git launchers, and then on top of the hill here I have 20 Forest Goblin Skirmishers with the Poison Banner, and then they have that's about it. Short bows, tomahawks, and then on top of the hill I have Kabuto the Python. Kabuto the Python is my level 2 Lore of Wilderness. He does take the book for an extra spell, and I think Joe actually has the Ring of Fire. So over here for my level 2 Wilderness, I got Redwood Shaft, Monstrous Transformation, and the Beast Within. And then over here for my Shadow, I got Glimpse of the End and Shadow Miasma. As for my opponent, here we go. He has a giant block of, I think these are Corsairs. Yeah, they are Corsairs. It looks like, man, it looks like 50 Corsairs roughly, or 40 something Corsairs. They do have the BSB with them. Not looking forward to fighting this. Over here he has a Cauldron, and the Cauldron is actually his general. I don't know what the hell a dark or Dread Elf Prince, I guess, on there is called, or what it is, but basically it's his general on an altar that gives the nearest unit 5 up board if he wants to choose which one gets a 5 up board. Over here he has a giant block of 50 Spearmen. Oh God. And then another Cauldron. Oh God. And this is not his general, this one's just an actual Cauldron. And then over here he has a unit of, it looks like 14 Dancers of Yema. He also has 2 units of Harpies, and we're going for the roll off, and we get the diagonal. The diagonal is this way, and I actually got to choose which way I want to put the diagonal. I put it this way mainly because I figured the building would be more of an issue for him than versus me. And it would split up his forces, and I know how that works. I do get the hill on this side, of course, so that's the other reason why I chose to go in this diagonal. Alright, so let's look at how it looks. He has the Harpies on the left. He has the other Harpies, I believe, behind the building. He has both his big blocks by his Cauldrons. Cauldron's going to give him both 5 up board, and then he has those Dancers off to the side. So my whole deal is not to get into combat with those Dancers. I want to shoot the Dancers down. So I bring the Forest Goblins on the right side, figuring I'll deal with those guys over there. Koopa and Kabuto are going to go around the right side and just either do flanks or do magic missiles from the side. I got the Nashers, the Savages in the middle, worried about those hordes. I have the A-Rock coming straight for the Corsair horde, and I have Dread in the middle, of course. My crossbow orcs are planning to shoot the Spear horde, but this is going to get ugly, guys. I have my Git launchers in far range where they're really not going to get attacked. As you can see, he just kind of has everybody over here. A long shot pops up way back there, ready to just kind of pick at people with his shotgun. I actually love armies that don't have much close or most shooting, because long shot just is like the biggest asshole ever against armies that don't have any shooting. Now he did drop off his whole army first, and I go ahead and I vanguard up with my Wolf Riders. I'm just going to use them as chaff for a minute, so that's what's going to happen here. And turn 1, Dread Elves, he's going to go ahead and charge into my Wolf Riders right out the beginning. I sit there because actually I think it was an extremely far charge, and I was just like, yeah, I'm not too worried about it. So he goes ahead and he fails that charge. He goes ahead and he moves up his units like so. He's just going to get right in my face right away. I can't do much about it. It's a close combat army that's just going to come straight at me with a 5-up ward. And he's going to go ahead and move on this side, of course, and then he moves up his dancers into the little fields. That does cause an issue for me because now it's making my skirmishers hit on multi-shots, long range, and cover, so that's going to be harder. So I can't do the multi-shot. I get less shots at him. It's just going to be an issue. Magic phase. I got he got 6 power dice. He goes ahead and he has like the Redwood Shaft and 2 Beast Within spells. That's what he has. So he goes ahead and tries to do the Redwood Shaft. I'm like, and he tries to just shoot my general right off the bat. So I'm just like, no thank you. Dispel scroll. So then he goes ahead and does a Beast Within. I dispel it. No, he gets it off, I think. No, that's it. That was it. That was it. That's the end of his turn. There was no shooting. We're going to go into my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. For some reason, I don't have all the movement on the picture, but I'm going to go straight into Magic. Magic got 11 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up 5 dice onto Glimpse of the End. I'm trying to lower the toughness of his general. If I could lower the toughness of his general, because I think it's like a tough 6 right now. If I lower it to a tough 5, it's going to be a lot easier to wound it with Doom Divers. It's going to be a lot easier to wound it with Crossbow Orcs. It's going to be a lot easier just to destroy. So I throw 5 dice at it because it's a high spell to get down on a 15 right there, or 14 I think. No, it is a 15. So I throw 5 dice on it and I get double 6s. And he's like, go ahead, take the double 6s. I'm like, alright, cool. So I get the spell off, and it gets the fucking miscast where it's a big template. Suck in my wizard. God damn it. Not only that, it's a remain in play spell, so it goes off automatically because my wizard died. He blows up. He takes out a chunk of squigs. Takes out like 5 squigs. Takes out like... I only have 5 crossbow orcs left out of like 12 I had, or 14. And I lost my level 2 shaman. That sucks. And the spell's gone. Sunk, because it was a remaining play spell. So he's dead and it just goes away. That is the worst possible outcome for a spell. Let's go to shooting phase. Shooting phase, I'm going to shoot both Git launchers at his general. They do a total of 3 wounds total through to him. I go ahead and I shoot the web launcher, and it misfires, and it makes my A-Rock take a wound. I did move my Force Goblins up like so, and I did move Koopa just to the flank of the dancers here. The Force Goblins are going to start shooting, and they end up killing off, it looks like 4, maybe 5. No, it's like 4 dancers, but that was about it. And that's about it. It's going to go ahead and start off his turn. Dread Elves turn 2. Dread Elves turn 2. He's going to charge his dancers here. And even if I flee, I don't think I'm going to get that far. So I think I stand and shoot. Yeah, I think I do stand and shoot. Over here, I did chaff him up with my Wolf Riders. He's going to charge into my Wolf Riders here. After the first game I fought with him, I was like, what the hell was I thinking? I didn't give him a flank. This time I did give him a flank. Let him flank me. Let him have to redirect and turn around. That's great. That's fine. Magic phase, he got 6 power dice. This is how it looks. His spearmen just coming up the gut still. His 2 cauldrons are keeping close enough to give him 5-up wards. His dancers got into combat with the Force Goblins. Those Force Goblins are going to die. And his harpies are just kind of like chilling in the background for now. Anyways, he throws out the Beast Within onto this unit. I just let it go through. I don't think I I don't think it was a big issue. I think I tried to stop it, but it wasn't a big issue either way. He goes ahead and does the Wild Hunt. He moves up his unit a little bit further here, the Spearman unit, and then that's about it for his magic. Close combat over here. These girls just rip apart my goblins. They end up killing off 9 goblins. The goblins end up killing off 4 dancers back, which is actually pretty awesome for them. And they're going to lose combat, of course. They're going to run. He overruns and chases them this way. That sucks. They got further away from Koopa. That really sucks. Over here, close combat, he's just going to go ahead and destroy my wolves. It's just not even, yeah, whatever. He's going to reform. He's going to face them at Dread and the Savages, who are just staring right at him. He did move his Harpies in the way of the A-Rock, so the A-Rock can't combo charge in. But this is how the table looks. It's going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins turn 2. Woo! Alright, here we go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and charge. Dread's going in. The A-Rock's going in. Savages are going in. I'm calling out the Wog. We're going to fuck these guys up, right? Now, I roll the dice. Of course, A-Rock's an auto in. I roll the dice. The Savages get in. I roll the dice for Dread, and he's 14 inches away. I roll a 7. And then it came into an issue of like, wait, is he really 14 inches away? So we pull out the tape measure. It was like a sliver off 14. And it was questionable. We had to move the A-Rock and everything, but it was just the hairline over 14, and we didn't play it. We said Dread's a failed charge. That sucks. Magic phase, I got Fireball and Redwood Shaft dispelled. I moved Kabuto right behind him, so it's easy to just get those guys, but it didn't matter. Shooting phase, long shot here, shoots 2 of the dancers of Yema. I go ahead and I shoot my Git Launcher at his general, does 1 more wound. These 5 orcs are going to start shooting at some spearmen, kill off 2 spearmen, and then that is it, I believe. What's happening here? Who died here? Oh, close combat. I got some impact hits. Did 4 wounds on impact hits. I got impact from the armor of Gork or the plates of Tuk-Tuk, whatever. And then I got the big Stabadon. He goes in and attacks back and he kills. Woo! Shit. Let's see. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13 savages. 13 savages out of 30 freaking Corsairs. I didn't ward save a single one, guys. My ward saving skills suck. I attack back. I don't even think I killed that many. I think I killed like, I don't know, 4 or 5 maybe. I don't even know. I lose big time. I can't even save it with double ones. They run. He chases them down, and that sucks. A-Rock ate the Harpies, and now it's just going to set him up over there to attack my general, which is just like by himself right now. Over here, it's going to start off his turn. Dread Elf's turn 3. He's charging it to my squigs. Can't do shit about it. It's going to be another massacre to the squigs with the same spearman unit. He charges it to my general. Can't do shit about it. Not only that, he's getting a flank onto my general. And then he's charging over here into my Git Launcher. Again, can't do shit about it. He only has 3 dancers left to almost kill that unit. Almost. He's doing a long charge from his chariot into Koopa. And Koopa stands. And he gets in here, gets in there, he gets in there. The chariot fails. Magic phase, he got 7 power dice. And he's going to go ahead and do a Beast Within. I dispel it. He goes in and tries to do another Beast Within. I dispel the other one, too. I was like, no, I'm not letting you kill my general. Over here, he just destroys my squigs. I don't even think my squigs got a chance to attack back, to be honest. I mean, that's like 46-ish spearmen hitting on 2s or 3s, wounding on 4s, rerolling 1s. Or no, wounding on 3s because they're getting a +1 strength. They again, my squigs do nothing. My squigs do absolutely nothing. They just die. And he goes ahead and reforms this way. Over here, my Git Launcher killed one of the dancers. And he goes ahead and he kills. He does like a wound or 2 and makes him run. And he's gonna overrun here, but he doesn't get to the orcs. I think he causes a panic on the orcs. I think he might have caused the panic of the orcs. I'll take a picture later and show it. Over here, he challenges. Now, he has a charge. He has ranks. He has 2 banners, I believe. And he challenges. He expects me to do the max, and he has a flank. He's expecting me to do the max overkill. I do the max overkill. I'm there on I think like a 7 or something like that. Hold on, he has a charge, a rear, a big rear, at least 2 ranks, and 2 banners. He's at 7 on my 4, so I need like a 5 or something like that. And I roll it, and he's like, oh shit. I roll to turn around, I do turn around, and he's like, oh shit. Oh man. And that was about it for combat. We're going to go into my turn. He used the other harpies to get in the way of the A-Rock again. God, can't do shit with the A-Rock. A-Rock has to charge the second unit of harpies. I decide I'm going to charge these 5 crossbow guys, the 5 crossbow guys, into his flank. I'm like, fuck it. I'm going into that flank of the spearmen. Fuck those spearmen. I'm sick of those fucks. I'm already losing. This is getting ugly really fast. I'm like, this is just nasty. I gotta deal with what's happening. So, and that's kind of how it looks right now. So the A-Rock gets in, the crossbow orcs get in. Koopa ignores the last 2 dancers. I figure Longshot's probably going to kill the last 2 dancers. I have to deal with the Redwood Shaft into that giant freaking chariot that's around Koopa. Longshot was going to kill the dancers, that's what I meant. But that's about it. I do have all my characters alive besides Joe, who blew himself up. But I do have all my characters alive, which is, like, to me, I'm thinking, like, that's a lot of my points. A lot of my, yeah, my war machine, one of my war machines dead. One war machine's still alive. You can't see it off camera, but I do have Dread, which is like 390 points. I do have Koopa, which is like 185 points. I do have Kabuto alive, who could do some damage still, and I do have the A-Rock alive. So I'm not in that bad of condition. I did lose goblins. I did lose majority of my orcs. I did lose all my squigs. I did lose all my savages and my BSB. So that's, you know, it's a good chunk of points. But I could probably pull this off if I could try hard enough. I gotta just get really lucky though. So Magic Phase got 11 power dice. This is gonna really help out. I go ahead and I throw up Beast Within. Nope, he dispels it. I go ahead and I throw up the Redwood Shaft. He uses a Dispel Scroll. Gah! I go ahead and I throw a Fireball. It goes off. I don't even know who the hell I don't think I did shit with it. I think it got ward saved. My Git Launcher shooting at his general. Doesn't do shit. Misses entirely. Over here, I'm like, you know what? He's got at least 3 ranks, okay? 3 ranks, 2 banners. So he's at 5 combat res right now, regardless if I challenge and take a champ out or no, the champ's dead. Alright? He lost his charge and he's lost his flank. I'm facing him off, right? So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to challenge. Because regardless, if I fight the BSB, I'll kill the BSB and I get an extra wound on top of that, alright? If I don't fight the BSB, alright, I'll kill enough guys to fucking matter. And if he declines it with his BSB, which he did, obviously in this picture, if he declines with his BSB, I don't have to worry about that extra combat res from his BSB. So I'm like, challenge! Come on, fight me, man! Fight Dread! Fight the almighty Dread! And he's like, no, and he declines it. And I'm like, let's do it. He hits Dread, does 1 wound onto Dread. Dread starts attacking the unit. Boom! Kills off like 5 guys, stomps, kills like 1 more, whatever, right? So I did like 6 wounds, okay? And out of the 6 wounds, he did 1, so that's a 5 for me so far, right? He has 1 banner and 2 ranks. So he's down by 2, but he is going to be steadfast. But he's not steadfast. He might be steadfast on the general's thing, but he doesn't have a reroll because the BSB declined. So he goes and he rolls an 11. I'm like, oh shit, Dread, you lucky son of a bitch, you. God damn it, Dread, I love you. He runs and he rolls like a 4, like a pathetic number, and Dread just eats the whole fucking unit. Oh shit, Dread, you son of a bitch. Oh shit. A-Rock ate his harpies. He's like, whoa, this whole game just turned around right now. And you see his face drop like, oh shit. Alright, over here in this combat over here, I actually did charge in Longshot into the flank here as well. I think that was so that way they don't turn around. So I was just like, Longshot goes in, the orcs are in. I go ahead and I start attacking. I do 1 wound onto his wizard. He cannot wound. He does not wound any of my orcs at all. He doesn't wound Longshot at all. And actually, I take it back. Did he wound Longshot? I think he kills Longshot. He does kill Long. No, he doesn't. No, he doesn't. What was Longshot doing? I don't remember what Longshot's doing. I think Longshot was not in combat. I think I just moved Longshot there and just whatever. Anyways, so I go ahead and I attack, and he cannot wound me. He has 3 ranks and a banner. Okay, so he's at 4 combat res. Alright. I charged. I went downhill. I have a banner. And I have a big flank. Oh, and I did 1 wound. He actually lost combat by 1. Oh, that's hilarious. By 5 fucking crossbow orcs. 5. He rolls, he fails. Alright, he passes his panic check, right? He doesn't run away, but he rolls to face off at my orcs, and he fails that. And they're going to stick there sideways, and it's going to start off his turn, Dread Elf's turn, whatever turns this is. So he charges at... He declares a charge with his general into Longshot. Longshot's like, fuck that, I'm getting the fuck out of Dodge. Pops up in front of his chariot over there. He's going to charge with his chariot as well. Not only that, but Koopa lost a leg. Koopa broke a leg. God damn it, Koopa. Alright, so he goes in, he charges into this guy over here again, and Longshot runs further into the forest, or the woods, whatever, the fields. He's going to go ahead and catch Longshot, take some DTs. He's fine on the DTs. And, it's going to start off Magic Phase. Magic Phase, he gets 2 power dice, 2. He goes in and throws up the Beast Within on these guys. He gets it off. I can't really stop it with 2 dice, or with 1 dice, really. So he goes into combat, I believe. Combat, he just doesn't do shit. He doesn't wound a single orc. What the hell? Yeah, he doesn't wound a single orc. I think I actually do a wound onto his wizard again, or no, I don't do a wound to his wizard. I try to do a wound to his wizard. I think I killed off maybe like a spearman or 2, or I stuck in combat. I think actually I lost and I stuck in combat, to be honest, is what happened. Because he has 3 ranks, a banner. I have a banner, a flank, big flank still. It's like 3 to 3. I think I lost by 1, but Dread's right there, and I stick. He just reforms to face off at Dread, which is going to start off my turn. Orcs and Goblins' turn, whatever turn this is. Koopa is like, hey, fuck it, I see a flank. I'm going for the flank. So he goes for the rear flank charge here, Koopa. And A-Rock charges into his general. His general flees. A-Rock tries to redirect it to the spearman. I think fails that charge. Dread is not going into the damn spearman. He knows better. And Dread just comes. Actually, I think Dread went for his general. And his general went like this, whatever. Did Dread catch the general is the question. No. Yes. No. No. Dread did not catch the general. A-Rock fail charge. Koopa's in. Those 2 dancers are still running around. Kabuto's coming up to them, trying to shoot them with fireballs and shit. And Magic Phase. He got. I got 6 power dice. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm going to throw a fireball. Boom! Destroy those freaking dancers. I go ahead and I do Redwood Shaft onto his general. He ward saves it. Ward saves it. That guy has 1 fucking wound left, and he ward saved it. Urgh! Over here, Koopa! Koopa gets wounded 1 wound. And then finally, his wounds come this way. Kills off 4 of my orc crossbows. My single orc crossbow does like a wound or so. Koopa does a couple wounds. I charged. I got a rear flank. I got a banner. He has ranks. He did 4 wounds. He wins combat. My orcs run away. The single orc runs away. Koopa runs away. He turns around. He fails to catch Koopa, but he's in the middle of the field like so. Koopa's going to get away. It's going to start off. I believe this is his turn 5. Yeah, I think it is his turn 5. So he knows if he charges Koopa's going to go through that building, pop out the other side, and Koopa's going to live. So he doesn't charge Koopa. He charges Koopa instead with the chariot this way, his cauldron this way, and Koopa's like, ha 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 ha, and he runs away this way, 12 inches. Koopa booked it. Koopa cannot catch Koopa, and he's like, son of a bitch. So he rolls, and he fails his catch him. He turns the spearman unit towards Dread. Magic Phase. He got 5 power dice. He goes ahead and does Redwood Shaft onto Dread, and I believe it goes off, and I ward save it. Woo! Or I dispelled it. Either way, Dread's alive. It's going to start off my turn, Orcs and Goblins turn, whatever this is. I decide to move Dread, the A-Rock, Kabuto this way. Koopa rallied. And I'm like, I got to take care of that general. I got to take care of that freaking spearman block. Magic Phase got 9 power dice. I go ahead and I throw up a fireball. I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm going to obviously do all my dice onto the Redwood Shaft, but I'm going to just throw out this cheap-ass fireball at his general first. And he's like, or actually, I do it at the spearman. Kills off 3 spearmen. Doesn't do shit, really. Go ahead and throw the Redwood Shaft. I just fail it outright. I think I was trying to take out a row of spearmen is what I was trying to do. Gate Launch is going to shoot over here at his general. He ward saves it, and it's fine. Turn 6, Dread Elves. Turn 6, he's going to go ahead and charge into Koopa. Koopa's like, I'm going to flee, fuck. Koopa flees, gets out of range, stays on the table. Koopa, you fat son of a bitch, you chaff machine. Over here, as you can see, he reforms his Spearman facing Dread in the A-Rock. He moves his Cauldron further away so that way he can't get charged. And then that's how it looks. Magic Phase, he got 7 power dice. He goes ahead and throws up the Beast Within, gets it off. And it's going to start off my turn 6. My turn 6, I'm like, well, fuck it. You know what? It's ride or die right now. I'm going to go for this. I'm going to go for the kill. Let's just do it. So I charge in both of them. Even though last time Dread went against the Spearman did so many lethal strikes, I'm like, you know what? I'm just going for it. Let's just go for the gold. So I go in, charging both in. He's going to stand there. He passes. I was actually hoping for a terror check too, by the way. He passes his terror check, and that's how it looks. Kabuto is going to sit back here, going to go ahead and shoot at his general. And Magic Phase, I don't know how many dice. I go ahead and I'm like, well, fuck it. I'm going to throw a fireball just to see what happens. I got 1-shot fireball. Then if not, I'm going to go ahead and do the Redwood Shaft. Hopefully he fails. I throw a fireball. I get like 2 wounds. He rolls it. He fails one of the wounds. Armor saves. He rolls it again. He failed the ward save. He's like, are you fucking kidding? A fucking fireball killed his general. Oh, shit. Oh shit! Well, it's gonna go into close combat. Close combat. He cannot kill Dread. He gets off 1 wound onto Dread because Dread had 1. And then I ended up just thinking, like, we were talking about it. It's the last turn of the game. We really, he's gonna have steadfast no matter what. So I have to actually kill enough guys here to make him lose steadfast. He's like, can you actually do it? And I was like, if I roll really well, get the Thunderstomp, get all the goblins hitting, getting all the A-Rock stacks in, I could probably do it. So you know what, instead of that, I was just like, well, fuck it. I'm not going to get 30-something kills in. I do need to make them lose combat, so I go ahead and I attack. I get like 4 wounds off regardless, but I try to start killing off those wizards. And the 2 wizards in the corner, I think I did like 1 wound onto one. Didn't matter, she lived. The other one actually lived entirely. And by then, I was just like, whatever. I'm going to Thunderstomp, kill off a couple more. He rolls his dice. He rolled his dice ahead of time just to see if it mattered. He actually passes his check regardless, and they're gonna stick there, and that's the end of the game, guys. It's actually a very small Orcs and Goblins victory. Thank you to Dread, and Dread is getting the MVP right now. Right now, MVP Dread. I actually think I was looking back at that first game. Dread should have got the MVP on the first game as well, because the Dread actually had more points than the A-Rock. Actually, I stick to my decision. A-Rock deserved it, because the A-Rock was the reason why the Minotaur combat went into the favor of me winning. But that was nuts. If you gave me another turn, Dread and the A-Rock would have just destroyed that unit. Just destroyed them. It was insane. We get a sheet at Adepticon that tells you, did you have fun playing this game? Did your opponent know his rules? Did your opponent, was he a fun person to play? Would you play this person again? And I always circle yes. I'm a nice guy. I'm always circling yes. I don't believe in bad sportsmanship like that. I think it's kind of an asshole thing to do, to circle no or give people bad sportsman scores. Unless they genuinely deserve it. If the guy's just genuinely a dick, he probably deserves it. But Adam's not a bad guy. He's a tough opponent to play against, okay? And I just fought him at Big Brawl, and I just fought him in the singles tournament. So that spot where it says, would you play this opponent again? And I said, yes. And then I put a little note saying, but not right away. I just fought the guy 2 days in a row. Okay? They didn't care about that. The next day in the team tournament, I fought Adam Hilton a third time. God damn it, man! Seriously. I just had to give out that spoiler there, guys. Just like, seriously. Oh, man, this game was brutal, actually. I didn't expect it to go the way it went. Dread destroying the Corsairs was like, oh. I am shocked Dread actually lived on that fight. I thought by the time he hit his horde into Dread, I was just like, I'm dead. And Dread just destroying all the Corsairs, the BSB included. That was just like, wow. He showed me why I take my Wyvern Lord. He showed it to me right then and there, and he's racking up points. You can see it right now. I'm gonna put up the points for the game. He is racking up points right now. He's just destroying chunks of points. He's a threat in the singles tournament. I don't know why. Yesterday, or whatever, the day before, in Big Brawl, he got his ass kicked. He died all 3 games. You know, one of them against this army, against Adam Hilton's army. But right now in the championship games, he's like on fire. He's just taking out units. He's a threat. He is one of my my biggest threats, more or less, right now on the table. Him and the A-Rock. So, and he's saving me points. He didn't die, so he's saving me points. Overall, I think it's kind of it was an interesting game. The Goblin blowing up really early kind of hurt me really bad, actually. It would have probably been a better swing if I had some miasmas, if I had an opportunity. Like, it really is killing me, and I had this long conversation with Len. Len is one of the TOs. Actually, I think he was playing this. He ended up getting number 2 in the whole tournament this day. But Len is a very veteran player. He's actually going to Greece to play for like Team USA or something like that. For Warhammer, I didn't even know these things exist. Anyways, but he really thinks that, like, I was talking about swapping out trolls versus squigs, and he likes the squigs. A lot of people like the squigs. Honestly, I like the squigs too. I like the fact that they're initiative 4, that they have really good matchups, that they eat the crap out of somebody before that person gets to go. That is becoming rarer and rarer. What I'm finding is I'm finding these elf hordes that I just cannot touch. I cannot get a single attack off before I'm dead. And that's why I'm contemplating taking trolls. If I take stone trolls, and I know this is probably like my 3rd video I mentioned it, but I'm just, I make conversation that way to myself too. But if I take stone trolls, at least they get regen and armor saves that they wouldn't die in before they got to attack back. Not all of them. I mean, I just math hammered the hell out of it. I math hammered the fact that if his horde of Corsairs hit my trolls instead of my savages, or my trolls instead of my squigs, he would have potentially have killed 2 trolls based on just averages. Based on if he rolled average, hit all his hits. We're not including any magic involved. Hit all his hits, did all his wounds, he would have killed a maximum 6 wounds. On average. Or not maximum, but on average 6 wounds. Versus killing off 30 fucking Nashers before they got a chance to hit. It's a big difference. It's a big difference. Having a little defensive power, having a little higher toughness, having some regeneration power. Now, I mean, granted, he could just take a Lord Fire and fuck me up the whole time. That's possible. That is extremely possible. I'm not saying that that isn't a possibility, but just saying it gives me a defensive option. And that's something I feel like my army is lacking. My 3 biggest defensive units are also my 3 biggest units that tend to do well every game, which is Dread, the A-Rock, and Koopa. They all have good armors or good toughness. The Dragon Rammer and the Big Brawl has a good toughness, has a good armor save. Actually did very well. Actually took out chunks of people and lived most of those games. My savages that are naked and have this 6-up pathetic ward, they always die. They always die. You could blame it on them being in horde formation. You could blame them being in blocks of 6. it doesn't matter. They always die. The squigs, I love the squigs. I think the squigs are awesome for damage potential. Just go in there and attack and do some damage and weaken up a unit, soften up a unit. Because especially when there were 7 points a model, it didn't feel like it was like 210 points. I'm just tossing away 210 points. Go do some damage. Leave me with a weakened unit to fight afterwards. And that's what they were doing. But they die whenever I fight somebody who's faster than them, which is a lot of people. I find that I'm fighting initiative 4 or higher enemies way too often, where I very rarely ever fight anybody slower than me. So, anyways, overall, so I'm still undefeated, guys. I'm going to my 6th round at Adepticon undefeated. 6th round in 2016 Adepticon undefeated. I got 2 ties, 3 wins. Yeah, 2 ties, 3 wins so far. So we're gonna go ahead and go into the next game. Next game, I'm gonna play against Sean Troy. Sean Troy actually is a person who watches my videos, and he was just like, "Holy shit, I'm playing against Shyhammer," and I was like, "Oh, that's awesome." And he's gonna fucking fight me with America. His American-themed Empire Army. We'll get to that when I get to that video, though. Anyways, guys, I'm having a blast. It's Adepticon. Having a good time. I would love to do it again. I can't wait till next year, but I'll get to that in the wrap-up of all my videos. You saw my points on who killed who. If you guys like my video, hit like, hit subscribe. If you guys feel like donating any money to my channel to help me pay for some batteries or some tournament fees, you can always go into my YouTube channel. There's a support button on the right side. You can just click on it, donate $1, $2, $5, $10, whatever you feel necessary, and I would be really appreciative of any support I could get. Besides that, guys, I hope you're enjoying. I enjoy making them. Leave feedback. I always like to hear what you guys have to say, and I will see you in the next video. Take care and peace.